Hello, my loves. How are you? So many of the feminines are experiencing quite transformative energies. And I'm going to share some of the things that have been coming through. But a lot of it is around divine feminine, the feminine collective really dropping into their own clear, direct, foundational connection with Mother Earth and rebirthing herself into the new earth energies as we have collectively cleared a significant amount of the old information. And so, what this is doing is actually allowing us to honor our ancestral heritage, honor what has come before us, but also free ourselves to be present to birth ourselves into our own true core soul essential foundation. Many of you may be feeling this as a big pressure or urge to sort of bloom and blossom. So you may feel that lots of messages and downloads are coming forth that you are feeling guided to share. I have had some of our beautiful sisters here connected with us on Harmonious Hearts reach out to me in these ways, and I hope and encourage all of you who feel called to please share out your messages in your own unique and beautiful voice. And there's multiple things coming in around these energies, but I will share with you yesterday, one of the sisters messaged me around wanting to share a message for the divine feminine to connect with the wood energy. And this immediately struck me quite deeply because I had literally just hours before that in the 20-degree weather got guided to trek myself up to the park. And I intended to put my feet on the ground barefoot because I was craving the connection with the earth so deeply. But as I trekked up there, not only was there multiple feet of snow, there was actually a ice layer in between. And so I sat with it and was actually guided to take my boots off one at a time and place the bottoms of my feet directly on the tree. Like I said, I did it one at a time so I could stand on one foot on my boot in the snow and the other foot directly on the trunk of the tree that I was called to go and connect with yesterday. And so clearly, the connection with the tree and the bark and the wood was like that direct link to the wood and also to Mother Earth. And the fact that I received that message let me know that this is clearly a very collective energy, that the feminines are being divinely pushed to ground, to stabilize, to strengthen her own direct connection to the earth, to her earth star, as she embodies more deeply into the new earth energies and prepares to deeply birth and nourish herself in this new container. And after my experience at the park, I came home and was in some meditative states, almost like that space in between sleep, but you're not awake, that sort of like subconscious meditative state. And it became very clear that I was feeling, okay, this was the part I wanted to share. This was part of why I was guided to go up to the park. For a few days, I kept feeling like my legs were numb and I wasn't really in my legs. And I really didn't quite understand why that was because just the previous weeks before, I had felt the most embodied I had ever felt. And so I also figured it was like one of the pockets opening up that was clearing out, but also where I was preparing to embody in a new way. And that was when I felt really guided to connect with the ground or the tree in this case, due to the weather situation. But I also was just like walking around my apartment barefoot with the windows wide open. In fact, I have them wide open right now, even though it's very cold out. The fresh air is like exceedingly refreshing for me right now. The more I tapped into it, it felt like a form of birthing, clearly, like I've said, but I also feel the sense that it's not quite completed, that the Divine Feminine Collective is in the contraction phase of this process. This is taking me back to a vision I had back in December, towards the end of December, where I saw January and February. I've mentioned this before, is sort of unclear. And then at the end of February, this huge, like pregnant belly, like preparing to birth. Like by the end of February, it was like go time was the energy that was coming in. Now, at that time, I wasn't privy or aware of the Mars in retrograde energy, but now it has become very clear that with Mars preparing to station direct in a few days, that Mars planet is a very fiery masculine energy. And as it's preparing to move forward, this is deeply igniting the feminines into her rebirthing process. I know we've gone through several of these, but I can tell you this is the first time for me I feel that I'm almost in my own bubble of new earth energy in an embodied way. And I'll let each of you sit with that in your own perspective or however you connect with it or resonate with it. My sense is probably many of you are going through your own versions of this process. If you feel guided to share, you're more than welcome to in the comments. I just felt that for those of you that are feeling that push, it really does seem to be where we're being pushed to rebirth our newest versions. So where we were talking about being in the end call and the being birthed in the sack, it's like now we're being called to be birthed out of the sack and really plant directly into the new earth energies. All right. Wow. Okay. So I want to tune in and let's just see if there's anything specific that wants to come through. I can tell that we're very much in the mid of this process, and each of you will, of course, receive your own direct guidance on what it is that you're meant to birth in whatever ways as you step forward. But obviously, while you're in the birthing and rebirthing process, there may not be a whole lot of clarity because all of your energy and essence is going into this process. But this is perfect because building a foundational energy with your creation energy that nurtures and nourishes you is setting that stage for all of your future creations to be in your true essence, in your true energy. And so this process is beautiful and exceedingly imperative. So always follow your guidance in whatever way you are called to. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Guide, illuminated path, touching earth, planting something new. So again, this really, really feels where that divine, higher, sacred, feminine essence is landing into the earth and onto the earth in a new way, embodying into the sacred feminine essences. And I've spoke about this before because to me, the sacred feminine is where the divine higher feminine essence meets the physical form of the feminine. And she's really embodying into all of who she is, her earth-bound, her earth-connected, gorgeous physical body and her physical world expressions, coupled with that embodiment of her higher essence, of her divine energy in physical form and taking action. Okay, so this is like really that culmination of everything that you have been working on and will most likely continue to do in your own sacred way, right? We're still in these processes of embodiment, but this feels exceedingly powerful, a very powerful time for the feminines in her next steps of building her form and foundation, like we spoke about in yesterday's message. The feminines are being divinely pushed to build in the physical and the new, and the masculines are being divinely pushed into the emotional fields to expand into their next levels, strengthening and building their toolbox as well. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to pull one more message. I'm sure we'll be touching in on these energies soon, but I really just wanted to clarify this for you, especially for those of you who are feeling the building of this energy, the build up, the contractions, the birthing, the intensity that you're feeling in your body to express yourself, whether it's through dance or song or sharing your voice or painting or cooking or working out or exercise, whatever it is. I do feel many physical expressions coming forward for the feminines. Right now, of course, as always, just do whatever you are called to do. This is your time to explore and discover what it is that feels aligned for you in your new expression. And we have Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure. And I love this. Look at this. This couldn't be more perfect, really. And it's not a card that I think I have seen, or if I have, not very often in this deck. And it's really speaking to this gorgeous divine feminine flow embodied in physicality, feet on the earth, and also simultaneously feeling the openness of being able to flow into your fluid creations and feeling the safe, stable, secure essence of where you have embodied into your own gorgeous foundation within the earth. Allow yourself to feel held directly by Mother Earth. Feel her love and support for you. Again, as she moves, we move, right? The volcanoes, the earthquakes, all of the energies that are brewing within Earth as she is birthing herself anew. Allow that to move through you in whatever gorgeous expression you are guided to, my loves. And I hope that you found this helpful. I'm so grateful and honored to be here and sharing this space with so many beautiful, sacred feminine sisters. And as always, again, have a beautiful day and night. I'll put all of my information in the pinned comments. I would love to hear from you. And always have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Much love.